Hey geeks, welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm reviewing Ted Lasso Season 4, Episode 1, titled Home. If you haven't seen it yet and you want to avoid any spoilers, skip this video and come back later because everything I say from this point forward is going to be a spoiler. I think this is a pretty good start to the season. So the episode opens and we hear this like beeping sound, and my first thought was, oh, we're in a hospital. I wonder what's going on. But we're not in a hospital, we're in a grocery store, and Ted is a part-time cashier. And Ted catches the kid bagging the groceries, bagging the cigarettes, stealing some of the cigarettes, and Ted teaches him a lesson. But from there, we get what I think might be the most important little segment in this episode, when Ted bumps into one of his former football players, American football players, and his wife. And I think the player's wife might be like the most important minor character in this episode, definitely. Because her reaction to seeing her husband's like biggest role model in his life as a part-time cashier, and she's like, that's your biggest role model? That her reaction to Ted in that moment is, I think, the way Ted kind of sees himself in this episode, at least for a little bit. One of the things I noticed is, yeah, Ted has this kind of over-the-top, cheerful kind of personality. And we found out, in the previous seasons that is a coping mechanism for anxiety and depression, and it's a trauma response. But it's ratcheted up a little bit in this first episode, and I caught on to it, and I was like, ooh, what's Sudeikis doing here? And then it clicked for me. He's compensating right now because he's not fulfilled in what he's doing. Yes, he's there to be there for Henry, but he also feels incomplete because he's not doing what he feels called to do. So like his personality is like turned up to 11. And we even see it a little bit later on when Ted and Michelle are at the principal's office talking about Henry, because Henry's written down some lyrics from Public Enemy. But while he's talking to Michelle, he sees over her shoulder a soccer practice going on, and you can tell he's got that pull to want to be there and coach, and like that's his calling. And the fact that he's not fulfilling that is it's getting to him. And then, of course, Rebecca and Keeley and Higgins are there at his house. We know what's about to happen, right? And so they go out to lunch. They have barbecue. Rebecca gets it all over her clothes, but falls in love with barbecue. By the end of the episode, she's like taking a shitload of it home with her, and she's ruined all of her outfits. And of course, her and Keeley go shopping and have a nice little mini side adventure at the boutique. And Rebecca buys, honestly, kind of a fire outfit. Like that thing was pretty fucking dope. And Higgins has his own little side mini adventure too, where he wants to go to like the Jazz Hall of Fame, but it's booked for a private event. So he ends up going into the Black Baseball Player Museum and learns a lot and puts his foot in his mouth a few times completely innocently. But he also learns a lot, and I'm wondering if that's gonna kind of steer or inform Higgins' story throughout this season. I don't know. Ted and Michelle seem to be getting along pretty well. They're still divorced. They're still separate. They're co-parenting, doing really, really well. Michelle's the therapist that Michelle ended up with in the previous seasons, we didn't see him at all, so presumably they are broken up. Of course, at the end of the episode, when Ted decided to take the job and invites Michelle and Henry to come with him to London, they agree. I hope this is not progressing toward Ted and Michelle getting back together, because Michelle's terrible and Ted deserves better. So I really hope Sassy Smurf shows up, and I really want those two. Yeah, they're both a mess, but they're working on it, and I think they belong together. And another moment that stuck out to me was when Ted went to talk to Henry's coach, and the coach kind of shuts Ted down when you know you know how annoying this is when a parent wants to talk to a coach about their kid. And yeah, I'm sure it's super annoying. And Ted backs off, but something happened there with Ted. Like, Ted is at this point like a world famous coach. He probably had some really good advice for Henry's coach, but he got shut down right there and he backed off. I wonder what Ted was going to say. The last thing is there's going to be some drama, financial drama. They teased it with one of the clubs, one of the women's clubs in England has had to shut the doors, they had to close down because just financially it was untenable. And Keely, she's like, we should get our own jet or our own train with a hot tub and this and that. We should build our own stadium. Like, Keely is completely unaware of the financial situation. So I wonder if that's going to be a point of tension between Keely and Rebecca and a point of tension for the team. Is she going to have to close the doors? And if she doesn't, if they're running out of money for the women's team, what does it mean for the men's team? Because they did mention that the team that shut down, they were pulling money from the men's team. So is there going to be some tension between the men's team and the women's team due to the financial burdens of everything? I would really have liked to seen Roy in this episode. He wasn't there. He'll show up a little bit later. Beard also wasn't there. Although Ted did have a picture of Beard's wedding on his desk. So I'm guessing Beard probably sent that to him because Ted was not depicted being at the wedding at the end of season 3 last season. You know, Ted's in his little office where he's got his AFC Richmond shrine, and you can tell he misses it. And he's made that decision now to go back to London and to bring his family with him. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how this season shakes out. The therapist is going to be back. We know that from the trailers. And of course, Beard is going to be there coaching with Ted. They also teased who this other assistant coach is going to be. I forget what that character's name is, but she's vicious. So Ted's laid back, cheerful personality, Beard's kind of eccentricities, and then this hard ass. She's gonna be, I think, like another Roy. I'm really looking forward to seeing that character and what she brings to it. So overall, I'm excited for this season. I was a little nervous about it, but I think we're off to a really, really good start here, and I can't wait to see what they do. All right. I think that's going to be it for this video. If there was something that I missed, you can let me know down in the comments and we can talk about it down there. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know by dropping a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Geek on.